If you're like me and you struggle to germinate pepper seeds, this video is for you. I'm showing you the little hack that maybe some of us learned in elementary school but we forgot about, the little plastic baggie germination hack. This is a game changer when it comes to starting your pepper seeds. It works for a lot of other seeds as well, and I just want to show you how I do it, what worked for me, and how I'm potting up the little seedlings once they've germinated inside the bag, because we can't leave them in the bag. So when you go to do a little germination test, just make sure you get a little baggie. This is a perfect bag right here. These are tomatoes from 2018. I've already got a little Ziploc. So we're just gonna get our paper towel damp, and we don't need it too soaking wet, but we definitely don't want it dry. Anytime it dries out, that's essentially like when a seed is in the soil and it gets dried out. Seeds don't like. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and test all these seeds because they are over 5 years old. They haven't been kept in a proper storage. I'll be completely real with y'all. I don't have enough storage space in a fridge to keep them, and to be quite frank, I don't keep seeds that long normally. These were a gift, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and do a little test with them. And what I like to do is fold it twice. This helps to keep the seeds inside there, but it also helps you when you're going to do a check to see about germination rate to open it up easily. And I would actually suggest, after some more experiments, to make sure that your seeds are spread out pretty well, because they're really hard to separate when they germinate. The roots go together, and we don't want that. So then what I'll do, my bag's already labeled, so I don't need to do any labeling, but I'll keep that in there. I do not seal the bags. I am gonna go ahead and add the date on there. I've got cabin fever so bad because we've been snowed in. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's the 27th. And now what I like to do is put the baggies kind of in between my seed trays. I have heat mats under here, and then this light is keeping everything at about 80 degrees. I'll show you. Well, we've dropped down a bit, so we're about 75 degrees, which is still really good. So I've got a couple different varieties here, and you can actually tell if they've germinated successfully. A lot of times, if the seeds are bad, they'll turn kind of different colors like this inside of that paper towel. So this actually tells you that those seeds are bad. These seeds were from 2018, and I kind of figured that they were bad, so this is helpful. I didn't have to waste soil or some time and effort to actually put them in soil to get them started. Let's check on the Hungarian yellow wax. So it is a little difficult to open them up and check them often, so I'd recommend just waiting about a week to see if there are germination rates. And sometimes it's pretty cool. Ooh, this is one of them. You can actually see right here. Let's see if I can move it around. You can see the roots of the seedlings coming out, which is so cool. So these are definitely ready to be potted up, you can tell. So I'm not too concerned about messing up the paper towel. I'm more so concerned about ripping the roots. So if I need to rip the paper towel, that's fine. Sometimes the roots get really strong in here. It's pretty funny. Look at all of those little babies that have germinated. And you can tell that the seeds are healthy and we don't have any rotting. So now what I'll do is I like to grab a little toothpick or something like this, maybe a popsicle stick, and I'll take all of these germinated seedlings and we're gonna put one in each of these cells. I don't like to really overdo it because honestly, if I put 2 in there, it's gonna mean that I'm gonna have to pot these up sooner rather than later, and that takes a lot of energy that I just don't really want to use. When I go to grab one off the paper towel, usually they kind of stick. And I've found if you just kind of pull it off, you can see it comes off rather easy. This part where the seed is still attached, that needs to kind of go towards the surface of your soil, while this whiter part, you can see little fine pieces of hairs. Those are your roots. Those need to go in the soil. So what I'll do is kind of hold on to it. You kind of want to make sure you bury this one and leave just little seedling head kind of poking, because it still needs a little bit of soil around it. So we'll go ahead, pick up another one. We're going to put it in our soil and then cover it up. This soil is damp because I just recently watered this area, so I'm not going to water these in. I'm just going to leave them be, put them under the grow light, and check on them every day. So what I like to do is take my toothpick and do a little hole. It really helps to get that root in there that started to grow in the paper towel. It's kind of difficult to get them tweezed out, but I will say planting single ones together is much better. So when I come in here, I like to try to tweeze them out and be very gentle. So what I'll do then is I'll grab one of the seedlings, and again, this white portion is going to be your root. You can kind of see little baby hairs in there. And again, you've got your first true set of leaves that are popping up. You can see them right there. They're kind of bent down. So we want to make sure we bury that root. And you can leave it popping up just like here and here. And that's all you need to do. Hopefully this video helps you in your journey to growing any type of seeds that are a little harder to germinate, because I know peppers definitely humble the heck out of me. I'll see y'all next time.